Hey, hey, hey. Let's kick off with some background slides as well. Hi, I'm Bartosz, and they call me a unicorn hunter. But does it even make sense in Poland? Well, year 2021 was a year of a unicorn. Every single day, there was a company somewhere hitting that $1 billion valuation. But have unicorns been around for long or not? Right or wrong? So actually, first time the word unicorn was used by Eileen Lee, a venture capital investor from Silicon Valley, who wrote on TechCrunch, "Welcome to the Unicorn Club." And she highlighted that in that aspirational, mythical, rare club, she listed 39 companies, and they were all American. Or was it even right? All American? So I have a question for you. Guess what percentage of unicorns are bred outside of the US today? What percentage of unicorn are kick-started outside of the US? Any guess? Okay, 10%. So there are more than 1,500 unicorns globally across more than 50 markets now. Still 50% come from the US. Hold on. 80% of venture capital money go to 6 markets. 80% of venture capital money go just to 6 markets. At Endeavor, we're a global nonprofit community of entrepreneurs, up and running for 30 years. And we operate elsewhere. We operate at emerging markets. And nowadays, we support 2,500 entrepreneurs, out of which around 100 are unicorns. So it's Latin America, it's Middle East, Africa, big part of Europe and Southeast Asia. It's elsewhere. It's the emerging markets that nowadays kickstart 13% of unicorns globally, or other words, global category leaders. Have you heard, or you've probably heard those stories of legendary college students that drop out and in a garage they start a company, an app that goes massively big and becomes a unicorn. Is it even true? Facebook, yeah, you name, right? But we have 1,500 unicorns, global companies nowadays. So at Endeavor, we researched 200 unicorn founders and their career pathways. Unicorn founders and their pathways all around the world. And watch out, this is quite exciting. So they on average have 10 years of work experience. And that comes mostly from working in a startup or scale-up, working in a high-growth startup or scale-up, not necessarily Google's or investment bank of the world, right? They are all global citizens. So most of those entrepreneurs experience living or working abroad of their home country. Most of them are university grads, but just 1/3 graduated from a elite university or Ivy League university. And most have done engineering degree, right? At Endeavor, we call them outliers. And those are first unicorn in South Africa, Melvin Lubega Go One, or first unicorn in Tunisia, Karim Begir Instadeep, or first one, Mercado Libre, Marcus Galperin in Argentina, and so on. There's also Mati Staniszewski of 11 Labs, Polish founder and the company going global. But why does it even matter? Like, if you're starting a company elsewhere in an emerging market, you face so many challenges, starting from a mindset. Nobody's done it before. Nobody's been there. I don't know anyone who's been there, who's done that, right? Then best practices, access to people talent, access to capital, access to new markets. Yeah, you face multiple challenges. But the best entrepreneurs, the ones who dream big and global, scale fast, they also pay it forward. So every step they take, they inspire, they mentor, and they invest in the next generation of entrepreneurs. We call it a multiplier effect. So they literally jumpstart whole entrepreneurial ecosystems. It's just an example of Guillaume Poussat. It's a Swiss, based in London, but started his company in UAE, one of the largest fintechs in Europe. Guillaume experienced around 30 of his employees leaving the company and starting a new business. And he invested in most of them, in around 30 companies. And he supports them, right? It's a good example of this multiplier effect. One of those multipliers is also Przemek from Pracuj, who you just met before me. But also Konrad Howard and Stefan Batory, co-founders of Booksy. They previously started EO Networks and iTaxi, so serial entrepreneurs. And over time, around 20 employees of Booksy left to start a business, like Agata Smart School, Maciek, Fit, Active. Konrad, Stefan not only support them, but invested in many of those. So they crush those barriers and they enable the elsewhere markets, the emerging markets, to thrive as well. At the moment, like in Poland at Endeavor, we support like these 10 entrepreneurs who are the rising stars, going from Poland, going global. And there's obviously many more, right? But here we have Spacelift, Silent 8, MetaMap, ISI, Booksy, 11 Labs, right? So when successful entrepreneurs inspire, mentor, invest in the next generation, right, the whole multiplier effect takes place. Thanks.